Southwest Florida, ask these brothers sitting next to me to flash the symbols first. Flash the symbols, man. Come on.
There we go.
Come on. If you guys don't know what that is, it's not the hook 'em horns. It's a symbol of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity. This is Lee Pitts Live, a member of Phi Beta Sigma since 1980, sitting here with some of my frat brothers who are serving as my bodyguards. So be careful. I got a captain here and a sergeant here. You know, one of the perils and one of the drawbacks of being a celebrity like myself is that people are constantly rushing me for autographs and trying to get in my personal space, and I have to have security. So if I'm going to have security, I'm going to have my own frat brothers. It gets beyond law enforcement. It's personal. Members of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, the blue and white. He happened to have on uniform that's green. We won't hold that against him. Of course, I got on my blue, and he's luckily, the city of Fort Myers has blue. First of all, Phi Beta Sigma and law enforcement, man, let's get your full name and what you do at the sheriff department.
Sylvester Smalls, 1992 Romeo in Miami-Dade, where I pledged. Sergeant with Lee County Sheriff Office, assigned to Central District Patrol Supervisor.
Oh, man, that's some fancy stuff. Duke Perry here, Captain. Still a detective, over to the detectives?
Yes, Captain Duke Perry, spring of 2006, new move. Captain of the Detective Division in Fort Myers, been on since 1989.
Leadership at Phi Beta Sigma at the top. One of the things about members of Phi Beta Sigma fraternity, we graduate when we go to college. We don't hang around, we graduate, we get out into the community, and we start doing what our motto says, culture for service and service for humanity. You're not gonna see us in a lot of trouble. You're not gonna see us jumping all and making a lot of noise and getting in trouble. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not our style. It's about academics, it's about service, it's about benefiting the community. How has that being a member of Phi Beta Sigma help you and the values that you learned in the fraternity as you became a law enforcement officer?
I try to apply the culture for service every day in the job I do, whether it's talking to kids, mentoring kids, or even coaching or whatnot. I put it with everything I do, and it turns out great.
Now, Captain Perry, it's not uncommon for us to be out cleaning up the streets, mentoring children, Sigma Beta Club, feeding the hungry, working with the less fortunate. And you find time in your busy schedule to continue to implement the ideas of Phi Beta Sigma. Talk about that.
That's what we meant, culture for service, service from humanity. And we constantly have to do that and keep it going so we can teach the younger brothers how it come along.
Great. Now, when you two see each other moving around in the world of law enforcement, you respect each other in the fraternity of law enforcement. Then you have another bond as fraternity brothers.
Yeah, well, I've actually known him probably over 20 years, and we see each other on calls and everything. And so we've always been kind of tight, and Sigma just bring us closer.
Now, just out of curious question, City of Fort Myers, the county.
Yes, sir.
Would it be easy for a person who's with the county to become a city officer, they decided, and a city person to become a county officer? Is it the fundamentals of law enforcement pretty much the same?
Somewhat, but we police differently, and the sheriff department is more responsible for the unincorporated areas of the cities. So they cover areas that the cities don't cover, such as Fort Myers, Cape Coral, and Sanibel. So everything else is pretty much basic.
Pretty basic?
Yes, pretty basic. We intertwine a lot, but we also handle a lot of the civil stuff and through the court security and in the jails also.
How would you guys here describe the way we are going in terms of improving the safety in Lee County and the city of Fort Myers?
I think we're moving in the right direction with the new chief. He's on board with us, and we're on board with him. Anything he needs, we'll assist him, and likewise with him also.
I concur with Sergeant Smalls. That we're going in the right direction. We got a good roadmap that we're going to follow, a good plan we're going to carry out.
Okay. Well, brother, the Phi Beta Sigma, it's been a pleasure having you both here. The only place you're going to get this is on Lee Pitts Live, where you get both of these gentlemen here sitting down, happen to be law enforcement officers and happen to be Phi Beta Sigmas at the same time. And of course, I'm a diehard Phi Beta Sigma. Go Mob. We'll be right back.